Hey guys, I'm really excited to show you how I created this honey balayage on this gorgeous long hair. So here's my client starting out. The last time that she was in to get her hair colored was probably like springtime probably. So she actually gets a lot of longevity out of her color and it grows out really softly. So today we're just gonna freshen her up. As always, this is how I go through and I do my highlighting around the face. Even if clients like to have a little bit more grow out and a little bit more less maintenance on their balayage and not take it up too high, I always ask them if they want it a little bit brighter on the face, and generally they do. So this is how I always go through and do my hairline foiling. Because her hairline isn't straight across along her forehead, I think it's better to kind of do more of like a V or triangle sectioning. This is going to ensure that the edges connect to the temples, and when she pulls her hair back, she's not going to have a streak of like darkness kind of going back. This will make sure that she has brightness all around her hairline, instead of if I were just gonna go straight along her forehead, then I feel like I wouldn't get as great of coverage. So I'm gonna go through and do about 2 to 3 baby lights on each side of her forehead, and then this will be all that I do for her money piece. And as you can see here, this is everything that we did for around her hairline. Okay, on the part, I always like to go through and do a zigzag exactly where they part their hair. That way, everybody doesn't always part in the same exact spot. So even if it's like half a centimeter over to one side or the other, I will ensure that their part has even brightness on both sides. She wants her hair pretty blended, but she does want some brighter pops of color. So I'm just taking some panels and I'm back combing them. That way she's gonna have a nice weaved panel, but it's also gonna be more of like some ribbons of brightness going through her hair. Somebody asked me to do a balayage on a client, and I think she was asking me to do like an open air balayage, and I just gotta be honest, I rarely do open air balayage. I personally just don't feel like I get as great of lift. I like being more in control when I use a foil because a lot of my clients want like a brighter appearance, and I just feel like I can't get it, and maybe I'm just doing it wrong or not using the right stuff, but I just feel like I get a better lift when I use foil. And if I do a client that has dark hair and they want more of like a tonal difference and maybe like 1 to 2 levels of lift with their balayage, then I'll go through and I'll do open air balayage in that case. But for my blondes that usually want it more brighter and lighter, then I usually will 100% always insulate, because blondes that want balayage generally don't want any warmth or brassiness in their hair, and I feel like if I do open air, then I'm always gonna have brassiness, and so that's just, it kind of comes with the territory. So this is why I always use foil. So I'm sorry for whoever asked that. I have done a few balayage videos where it's more open air, but that's kind of few and far between those. So I will link those in description if that's something that you want to watch. At this point, once I've done the top part on one side, I will go over to the top part on the opposite side and start doing that section. I prefer to start at the top with balayage because I feel like this is where they want the most brightness, and I want this to sit as long as possible so that it can get as bright as possible. Today we're just gonna do a partial balayage. Because she's done full balayages in the past, we don't really need to go through and do everything anymore. So we just really do this top section to re-brighten her up, and then that's all that we'll be doing from here on out. Generally is just retouching the top part. You can see here the hair gets really nice and bright, and this is exactly why I like insulating my balayage. Okay, so for my client that I'm doing right now, she wants to stay bright but not like super white blonde or anything. She's kind of naturally medium brown hair, and she always has like pretty warm tones in her hair. So I don't want to do too cool or too bright. So I think I'm going to use something that I haven't used very much in my videos. I actually used to use a lot of Brightening in my videos before, and I'm sorry, I used to use Brightening a lot for my clients before, but I just feel like there's not very much longevity in the color. But I know that she's okay with her hair brightening up as it fades, so I think I'm going to use some of my Brightening to tone her. You can see here like all of my Brightening, and then back behind there, and pearl actually and titanium are really great for like super cool icy blondes, but they fade so bad, so I just stopped using them. So today for toning my client, I'm gonna do 8 NI and 10 NI, and this is gonna be kind of like a soft beigey tone. Here's her final result. You can see that she has a lot of brightness. It blends totally perfectly through the ends, and it's just such a nice, pretty honey blonde. We were both so happy with it, and she's gonna get lots of grow out with this too. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.